DOG dominates the inscription kingdom, pizza reigns supreme in the rune martial arts. Bitcoin ETF capital exodus, Bitcoin mining difficulty hits new high. Republican congressmen call for abolishing the Federal Reserve. Could Bitcoin become the biggest winner?
It is way past time to reintroduce a bill to end the Federal Reserve.
The most stable investment in the Web3 will feel the B-Win-10's period launches in a blaze. Gary Gensler says the Ethereum ETF is scheduled for the summer. Analysts retort, stop talking nonsense. Doubling down on Bitcoin backfires. What has Bitcoin whale MicroStrategy done? Reimagine the world with cryptocurrencies, master 24-hour wealth code, and let's slowly become wealthy together. We shape the world using the power of crypto one step at a time. Do you want to uncover the secret of digital wealth? Let's grow our bank balance together. Friday, June 14, here's Bitcoin TV's channel. I'm Zhu, and this is a 24-hour crypto headline sponsored by DeepCoin. So data shows that the net outflow of funds from spot Bitcoin ETFs has reached 408 million in just 4 days. Yesterday, BITB had a net outflow of 9.8 million, ARKB had a net outflow of 52 million, Holder had a net outflow of 11 million, and GBTC had a net outflow of 61 million. This caused Bitcoin to slide from its previous high of 72,000 to around 67,000. The average daily trading volume of spot Bitcoin ETFs has not exceeded 2 billion in the past few weeks, which is relatively small compared to the nearly 10 billion average daily spot market trading volume on crypto exchanges, accounting for only about 20%. Although currently limited in scale, the impact of spot Bitcoin ETFs on Bitcoin prices cannot be ignored. Currently, the most eye-catching in the inscription market is the pizza inscription airdropped by the Unisat platform during the Pizza Festival. With its amazing growth and generous airdrop rewards, this inscription quickly attracted a lot of attention and topped the market rankings. Its 24-hour trading volume reached 958,000, nearly 6 times higher than the second place. Apart from pizza, the top 5 inscriptions also maintain a daily trading volume of nearly 100,000. In addition, the inscription market has been the main stage for the wealth creation effect in the recent crypto market. The dog inscription, with a 24-hour trading volume exceeding 1.1 million, is far ahead. The top 5 inscription maintains a daily trading volume of about 500,000, and the overall market's heat and trading sentiment are significantly higher than the inscription market. With the successful implementation of Bitcoin halving, its mining difficulty has also stabilized. In the initial period after halving, the mining difficulty experienced a slight short-term decline but soon maintained a relatively stable trend. The current mining difficulty is 83.722 T, up 8.87%. It's 5 days and 22 hours until the next difficult adjustment. Previously, miners' daily revenue was stable in the range of 900 and 1,000 bitcoins, while after halving, this number dropped to the range of 450 and 500 bitcoins. Although the recent slight activity in the inscription market has brought some fluctuation to the miners' revenue, overall, their daily revenue has maintained stable within the aforementioned range. This reflects the relatively solid foundation of miners' computing power, and their revenue is expected to gradually increase over time. Okay, please like and follow us, and it will help you sort out the crypto, blockchain, and mining news that brings you closest to the money in the past 24 hours. Next, this piece of news is explosive. Over the past century, the United States has experienced multiple economic upheavals, and each crisis seems to have redrawn the map of wealth, with ordinary people bearing losses while the wealthy class double their assets. In this process, the role and function of the Federal Reserve have often been the focus of public debate. At the end of May, the world's richest person, Elon Musk, posted a tweet saying, "How does the Federal Reserve actually work?" With Musk currently having over 180 million followers, this question touched some sensitive political nerves. Shortly after, 20 Republican congressmen jointly proposed a bold suggestion, abolishing the Federal Reserve. This not only shocked the financial world, but also sparked a widespread public discussion. This time, it seems that the beautiful country is playing for real. So let's take a look.
Recently, Republican Congressman Thomas Massie from Kentucky proposed a shocking bill called the Federal Reserve Abolition Act. When introducing the bill, Congressman Massie said he was deeply inspired by the book The Bitcoin Standard. After reading this book, Massie developed a profound reflection on the Federal Reserve's role in money supply and inflation control, and believes that the Federal Reserve's policies are one of the important reasons for the current high inflation. Massie believes that abolishing the Federal Reserve will help restore the normal operation of monetary policy and prevent excessive government
Warn
intervention
anybody
in the
who wants to
economy.
listen to that book, the first 80% of it is not about Bitcoin. It's about money and what is money, which I think is important to understanding Federal Reserve. And also, but he has to lay that down so he can explain what Bitcoin is, because you can't assume everybody knows what. And I was listening to that tape and I'm like, it is way past time to reintroduce a bill to end the Federal Reserve.
In fact, the Federal Reserve Abolishing Act proposed by Thomas Massie this time is not the first time in American history. As early as 1999, former Congressman Ron Paul first introduced this bill. However, for various reasons, the bill has never gained widespread support. But as time passed and the economic situation changed, more and more people began to recognize the problems with the Federal Reserve and express support for this bill. In the history of American finance, the establishment and operation of the Federal Reserve has always been a captivating topic. It's not only an ordinary bank, but a unique financial institution with the exclusive right to print US dollars. The control of this institution was once believed to be held by some Jewish private bankers who experienced the tremendous financial power without public oversight. However, whether the proposal will be approved or not is unknown, and people might as well hoard more Bitcoin to counter it. The current economic situation presents us with a series of unique investment opportunities. Although recent non-farm payroll data with strong and market expectation for economic growth have rebounded somewhat, we remain firmly convinced that the Fed's tightening policies will continue, and global central banks will also maintain a relatively hawkish stance. Against this backdrop, the bond yield curve may steepen, with long-end rates rising, which could put some pressure on the market. However, even in the face of such a market environment, we remain optimistic about risk assets, especially those with high growth potential in the crypto market. While liquidity constraints may cause market volatility in the short term, risk assets are still expected to perform well in the long run. And our BWIN product was born against this background, having successfully completed the first 9 periods, and the 10th period has officially set sail.
At midnight on June 11th, the 7th investment period ended successfully. Immediately afterwards, in order to meet our members' demand for efficient use of funds, the BWIN team completed the settlement work quickly during the day on June 12th and promptly launched the 10th BWIN plan at 8:30 p.m. that night. This BWIN plan also has a limit of $500,000, but gratifyingly, our members invested as much as $390,000 within just 1 day, and there are currently only 3 days left for investment.
Such speed is truly amazing. This is not only a feast of funds, but also the best proof of the BWIN model and the team's capability. So how can you participate in this exciting investment feast? So don't worry, we have prepared a detailed BWIN investment Bible for you. Furthermore, we plan to launch a brand new BWIN 1-year product. This product will set a 20% withdrawal down rates and promises to bring investors' return growth up to 50%. For this innovative product, we sincerely invite you to share your valuable opinions and suggestions in the comments section and discuss its feasibility and the potential value together. Believed the S1 filing could land on July 4th, then every ETF issuer should become a fallen chicken. Wants to add 500 million in Bitcoin, is MicroStrategy the prey of shorts or the darling of asset managers? After the launch of spot Bitcoin ETFs for more than 5 months, the crypto market will welcome a new milestone event. The trading of spot Ethereum ETFs. Many ETF issuers such as BlackRock and Fidelity Investments are eagerly awaiting the final official approval from the US Securities and Exchange Commission for Ethereum ETFs. However, in the view of analysts at JP Morgan, the market demand for Ethereum ETFs may only be a small fraction of that for Bitcoin ETFs. Although the 9 initial US Bitcoin ETFs experienced a short-term sharp decline in Bitcoin after trading on January 11th, the strong user demand for Bitcoin ultimately outweighed outflow of funds from the Grayscale fund, allowing Bitcoin to rise again. This time, Grayscale Investment plans to convert its 11 billion Ethereum product to an ETF category. So when exactly will the key S1 filing for the eventual listing of spot Ethereum ETFs finally be landed?
In a recent public discussion, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler and Senator Bill Hagerty exchanged views on the regulation of Ethereum ETFs. When asked about the timing of the S1 filing approval, Gary Gensler gave a rather implicit response, envisioning it to be sometime this summer. This answer was immediately interpreted by the market as a sign that spot Ethereum ETFs are about to see the light. However, when asked whether Ethereum is considered a security, Gensler remained cautious and vague, without giving a clear answer.
Just as the market was rejoicing over Gensler's promise, Bloomberg analyst Eric Volchuna stated that to his knowledge, issuers are still waiting for a response from the SEC's Corporation Finance Division on S1 filings submitted 2 weeks ago. Since these filings have just begun to be reviewed, the Volchunas believe it may take some time to complete this process, and therefore he predicts that the originally expected approval date of July 4th may be delayed. This undoubtedly poured cold water on the market, and ETF issuers are probably feeling a chill. This regulatory race for spot Ethereum ETFs not only concerns the future of the crypto market, but also reflects the power struggle between different regulatory bodies. The SEC and the CFTC have long been vying for regulatory authority over cryptocurrencies. It's the same old question: is Ethereum a security or not? Yesterday, MicroStrategy, the listed company with the largest Bitcoin holdings, announced that it plans to issue 500 million worth of convertible preferred bonds due 2032 to qualified institutional investors through a fundraising effort. MicroStrategy intends to use the proceeds to continue adding to its Bitcoin holdings. Currently, MicroStrategy holds 129,000 Bitcoins, accounting for 55% of the company's total market value. As a representative of token risk exposure, MicroStrategy's stock MSTR entered the bull run mode after announcing continuous investment in Bitcoin in August 2020, and has entered a period of concentrated surges as the Bitcoin bull market arrived. Although the company has repeatedly announced additional purchases, its stock price has often been driven higher. However, this time the market doesn't seem to buy in.
In a recent statement, Butrin mercilessly criticized the current trend of celebrity tokens. He said these tokens often lack substance and fail to contribute to meaningful causes, relying solely on celebrity influence to attract attention. Butrin said he prefers projects that have a longer lifespan, ideally lasting more than 10 years, rather than projects that become popular for a few months and then forgotten about. He recalled his early intentions of using tokens to fund important public projects, such as cancer research or environmental protection, emphasizing that cryptocurrencies should serve the public good and not be pure hype.
You know, my outlook is very long-term, and the reason I say do not sell your Bitcoin is because if I look back at my life as an investor, the things that I regret are when I found a really good idea and I underinvested in it.
MicroStrategy's repeated actions to add to its holdings seem to be gradually failing to drive up its stock price. However, despite the stock price decline, MicroStrategy's position in the Bitcoin market has not been shaken. MicroStrategy currently holds 129,000 Bitcoins with a purchase cost of approximately 7.543 billion and a current total value of 14 billion with an unrealized gain of 6.73 billion. This figure is enough to prove MicroStrategy's success and vision in Bitcoin investment. So why is MicroStrategy so determined to be bullish on Bitcoin? This may be related to the company's long-term strategy. MicroStrategy has always viewed Bitcoin as an important strategic asset and believes it has long-term investment value. Isn't continuing to add its holding even during a crash enough to illustrate its stance?
Last month, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill that would give the CFTC more power and funding to regulate cryptocurrencies, but SEC Chair Gary Gensler expressed doubt about whether the CFTC has the ability to regulate cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin ETF issuer VanEck said it is deploying more resources to market its spot Bitcoin ETF, including running some commercials to reach the baby boomer generation on CNBC. Tesla CEO Elon Musk acknowledged the necessity of regulatory bodies but emphasized that the number of regulators should not exceed the number of participants. He reiterated that the government should act as a referee, setting reasonable rules without hindering industry progress. Cryptocurrency custodian Anchorage Digital has added former Goldman executive Connie Schmidt to its board of directors. Schmidt currently serves as the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer of the parent company of asset manager Bridgewater Associates. Web3 talent marketplace Bondex announced the completion of a strategic funding round with investment from Animoca Brands, with the specific amount undisclosed.
Okay, that concludes today's main content for the program. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news from the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry, providing news and in-depth special reports. If you find our channel valuable, please feel free to share and follow us. You can also become a member, and let's get wealthy together in a bull market by adding a zero to our assets. See you tomorrow.